Hey! Hey everyone, Andrew here, bringing you another video review, and today we're going to be doing another DC Universe Classics review, one of which I thought I already did, but I guess I didn't. I must have deleted the footage, but Wave 3 Build-A-Figure Solomon Grundy, along with talking about Wave 3 and my thoughts on it. Take a look at this bad zombie right here. Now, Solomon Grundy, I like to think, is a very underrated supervillain. Well, if you want to call him a supervillain, maybe monster would be best. See, Solomon Grundy is a zombie. What's unique about him is that every time he dies, he always comes back a tad bit different. Something different or unique changed about him. Whether or not it's where he died, or how he died, or what happens when he gets reincarnated, he always comes back different. Now, the standard Solomon Grundy personality is a brain-dead, mindless monster that just goes around and smashes things. However, there has been instances where he has been actually intellectual. Like the Tornado's Path. I believe he was in that, and he actually became a criminal mastermind. But for the most part, Solomon Grundy is basically a dumbass. Has no brain power whatsoever. His power is also varies depending on which incarnation. Sometimes Solomon Grundy has the power to take on Superman and be equally suited with him. Other times he can be beat by Batman quite easily. But then again, Batman could beat almost anyone under the right circumstances. Okay, have the same power level as Batman. Maybe that'll help you out. So Solomon Grundy really varies depending on which incarnation there is of him. And I find that quite unique, and it makes the character very flexible. Because, you know, you don't like how Solomon Grundy is now? Kill him off! Just make him different. He's a zombie. He'll just keep coming back. So that's a unique quality with him. Makes him kind of a cool villain. I think he currently now has a series, but I don't think it's going to last. It started off the Faces of Evil series, but whatever. Solomon Grundy also showed up in the animated universe, which he was pretty stupid then. It was actually, I think, in Justice League Unlimited, they only brought him to be like a real threat. But whatever. With that said, let's talk about the figure itself. Solomon Grundy is a Build-A-Figure, and I believe he's one of the tallest, second only to Atom Smasher. Look at this big boy. And it's a very nicely detailed figure. You can see how he has the ripples all across his jacket and his pants. And the great thing is the tears, located like right here and right here, has been painted the colors of his shirt and his skin. So it looks like it's actually a tear. Now the face is very nice. It has that ghostly like white to it with some black shadowing in it. And again, Solomon Grundy doesn't need a lot of color because he is a zombie. But on a whole, his detail is absolutely nice. They even put some brown on the base of his shoes and at the bottom of his pants to make it look like he kind of was in mud or he came out of dirt, you know, rising from the dead. They also put on his jacket a bit too. Now Grundy has pretty much a standard articulation of the DC Universe Classic figures. A bit more than most of the Wave, bit more than some of the Build-A-Figures. Maybe not Atom Smasher and Metamorphes or Rex Manson or whatever you want to call him. But he still has some really good articulation, some of the best that the Build-A-Figures have had. Now, a lot of people have said this has probably been the best Build-A-Figure thus far. Solomon Grundy is really nice. I think he's a very good Build-A-Figure. Definitely one of the better ones. But I don't think he's the best. I still give that to Gorilla Grodd. However, Grundy is a very nice figure. With the only downfall to him is my head seems to always point down. You can't really keep it up. Maybe that's just my figure, but who knows? Who knows? But on the whole, he's a pretty nice figure, pretty big figure, and pretty bulky figure. And with the good articulation, you can put him in some good poses. So let's talk about Wave 3 on the whole. Wave 3 had figures such as Nightwing, Robin, Deathstroke the Terminator, or Slade, whatever you want to call him. I hate it when people have 20 names. Sinestro and the Green Lantern, with only two of the figures having variants, Sinestro and Deathstroke. On a whole, I like to think this is the strongest wave there's been so far. I haven't got all of Wave 7 yet, but this wave has been substantially strong. All the figures have been good. Nightwing, great figure. The head mold could have been better, but on a whole, great figure. Robin, very impressive figure. Deathstroke, both versions, also very impressive. Sinestro was okay. He could have been a little bit better, but both variants were nice. The Sinestro corpse colors were better. And of course, Green Lantern in its classic look. You can't get much better than that. So on the whole, Wave 3 was probably, I like to say, the most solid out of the waves. See, Wave 1 had some really good figures, but it did have a few meh figures. Wave 4 had some really good figures, but had some really kind of crappy figures. Wave 2, the same thing. It had some really good figures, some really crappy figures. And of what I've had of Wave 7 and 6, they've been pretty good. But I think Wave 3 had the most consistently good figures, with having nothing except for Sinestro go into the okay range. So I highly recommend picking up Wave 3, and pick up all of them, even the variants, because they're all pretty nice, and you get a nice Build-A-Figure here with Solomon Grundy. So with that said, I'll end the review here. I'll do Despero, whatever he's called. Ugh, I can't pronounce words for shit. I can pronounce shit, but I can't pronounce words for shit. So I'll do Despero sometime when I get a chance. Hopefully I'll be picking up more of the Wave 7 figures. Like I said, money's tight. I gotta worry about myself before I do a collection. So we'll see what happens. But anyways, with that said, I'll end the review here. Wave 3, great wave. Solomon Grundy, great character. Well, yeah, he is a great character. Just an underused character. And a great figure. So, with that said, I'm going to end the review here. This is Andrew saying peace out for now.